Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Junior Sportsperson of the Year, Sophie Lines.
Sophie's been rowing now for probably coming up to 6 years now. She started very young and she's always invested herself in the process. The rowing is something that you need to build up over years, have consistency over years, and she's shown that dedication, she's shown that commitment. It's a sport that she loves and she's balancing it in the right way. It's something we try to teach all our rowers.
She's obviously a great role model for all the juniors here. She leads by example, of course. Her intensity in training, the numbers that she achieves both on the water and off the water are really, really outstanding.
She's balancing the life commitments, the studies, and giving that dedication to rowing and the time and the hours that are required to really reach that high-end level.
Rowing plays quite a big part of my life. I mean, not just in terms of the actual sport, but I've also made friends that I know in 10 years' time I'll still be friends with them. So I think it provides discipline, especially in terms of studying. I like to have a balance between both. So yeah, I couldn't imagine my life without it.
Sophie Lines has been representing Calpe Rowing Club since her early teens, competing at youth level, racing in under 15 and under 16 events, where she quickly achieved success in double sculls and quad sculls at British Junior Championships and international regattas, such as the Ghent Spring Regatta, Abierto de Andalucía and Abierto de Catalunya. She continued to progress through the British rowing development pathway, attending GD training camps and trials, narrowly missing early national selection before eventually breaking into the squad. Her major breakthrough came in 2025, where she was selected to represent Great Britain at the Coupe de la Jeunesse. At the event, she competed in the junior women's 8 and won 2 gold medals on her debut, becoming the first female rower from Gibraltar to achieve this level of success for Great Britain.
So I first started rowing about 5 years ago. So my family's always been members of the club. And Johnny's a mitt. He came one day, and because I think his daughter Katie was also starting to row, and I still row with her now. And yeah, he suggested coming down for the weekend, and since then I've just carried on.
She stuck out as one of our top athletes from a very, very early stage. Her highlight came a couple of years ago in Strathclyde at the National Championships. She won the double, she was second to the pair, but then the following year with her partner Sienna Lee, they set a new championship record for the National Championships in Nottingham in the Cox and Spare, which still stands today.
Lots of teammates running down the side, struggling to keep up. They're going so fast, but Calpe walking away with this victory in the first semi-final of J16 pairs.
That was a really big deal for us, because it's a record which is there. Last year, Sophie started competing with us in a number of races in Spain. I think she was first in one of the Copa de Andalucía in Sevilla. She was second and third in the pair and double, respectively, in the Abierto that was last December. So she's had quite a few wins there. Obviously, she couldn't accompany us to the national championships because she was at that time taking part in trials with the British team.
Sophie Lines has become Gibraltar's first ever female rower to be selected to represent Team Great Britain. Sophie's been selected to represent the under-19s at the Coupe de la Jeunesse in Linz, Austria, and follows in the steps of Jack Pryor, who similarly made the leap from Calpe RC to Team GB.
In recent years, we've entered a process of trying to get our young rowers involved in the GB selection process and trying to qualify for GB. And Sophie made the scores on the rowing machine. She showed her potential. She was turning up to all the trials, pairing off with different teammates from the United Kingdom. And she just showed that caliber and managed to work her way through to that GB selection for the under-19 squad, ultimately competing in the Coupe de la Jeunesse.
Brilliant, they are carrying their lead safely into the finishing line. Well done, Britain, they are through. Excellent job.
Sophie Lines.
Eventually she made the 8.
Very successfully, winning gold on 2 days.
So a great achievement for her, and she's planning on doing the same, if not better, this year.
This summer has definitely been a big highlight for me. I've wanted to represent Great Britain for quite a while, and the trials process was really tough, so I think that made racing in the summer just even better. So I think that would definitely be my highlight. I'd actually never rowed in an 8 before, so racing with such a big team was definitely better, because I mean, especially when we crossed the line all together, we were all just absolutely ecstatic. So yeah, we were all celebrating together. So in my J16 year, I actually tried to trial as well. And I made almost all of the cut-offs, but I didn't make the last one. So last year I decided that I thought I could definitely try and do it, because the year before I'd been so close. So I did, I think it's about 5 or 6 trials on the rowing machine, and then maybe 3 or 4 on the water, leading up to a big water trial in July actually, sorry, where they make the final selection. And then in August I raced in the women's 8, and we managed to win 2 golds.
Depende de lo que te guste. ¿Ok?
Es muy difícil. Estamos hablando de uno de los deportes olímpicos más duros de todos. Estamos hablando similar al piragüismo, bueno, yo diría que hasta más duro que el piragüismo, natación, bicicleta, pero el remo es muy duro porque estamos en la intemperie, los entrenamientos son muy largos, la competición son 7 minutos, es un sprint muy largo, son de 6 a 7 minutos, depende de la modalidad del barco, y es muy duro prepararse en remo. Muy agradecido porque te da un cuerpo muy sano, te da un cuerpo y una mente muy dura de aguantar los entrenamientos, porque yo les digo a ellos que el músculo más difícil de entrenar es la mente. Todo lo demás se puede entrenar, pero la mente, aguantar esos entrenamientos, y si ella llegara al equipo nacional, estamos hablando de 5 o 6 horas diarias, eso duele mucho.
A week of training is very demanding, so we have a Monday rest day. Tuesdays and Thursdays we usually do weights. Wednesdays would be a hard session on the rowing machine or the water if the water's good. Friday we normally have a continuous session, so just sort of like steady state. And then Saturday and Sunday we aim to get a longer session on the water if it's good. And some mornings, if the water's good, we'll come at 7 before school, and then sometimes we're back again at 4 in the afternoon. So we are very dependent on the weather. Even though it's very hard, I definitely enjoy it. We're a very close group of friends, so I mean, even outside of rowing, we still meet up. So yeah, I definitely enjoy it.
Very few people get to make the British team, and even fewer actually win at a World Championship. So if only for that, I think she deserves to win this award. But apart from that, it's the fact that she combines this with all her other achievements that she's had for the club, and her dedication, her single-mindedness, and her sheer ability.
I think Sophie, within the rowing fraternity, everybody knows her caliber and where she's got to within the Calpe. In a sense, it's just she's one more, she's a friend, she's somebody who's reaching that high end, but she's very much a squad member, and yeah, she doesn't hold herself apart. She trains with everybody, and that's what makes her part of the Calpe family, and it's a sort of attitude we really try to get all our rowers to have. You know, it's a shared experience, and we work together, and she's reached that high point, and we're very proud of her.
This year I'm trialling again, and I would really like to make the team again, so that's definitely a goal. And then looking into the future, I'm off to university in September. So I'd definitely like to trial as an under-23 and hopefully make it into the first 8 for my university.